I love OGs as the next person, but when they come with a twist, I just can't help myself. Let's talk about these. So here we have the Air Max 90 Gore-Tex in the infrared colorway, much like the OGs came out way back in the day. This is an OG colorway, but this twist in on this specific shoe are the materials. The materials on these are Gore-Tex, which you can actually see here on the side. You have the name there, Gore-Tex. Now, if you didn't know, Gore-Tex is the type of material that they use, the technology that they use for this specific shoe. It basically repels water and makes the shoe waterproof. Completely repels water off of the shoe, unless of course if you're soaking wet, if you're actually going through puddles, there is a certain limit, as you know, to where obviously the shoe won't be able to keep your socks dry, obviously because you're submerging the whole shoe underwater. That black material that you see surrounding the whole shoe, that's actually enclosed, so there's no way for water to go in. If it reaches past that limit line, you know, obviously your foot is going to get wet, your sock is going to get wet, but you can kind of see it kind of like encompasses the whole toe box up to like the forefoot, up to where the top of your foot is. So anything past that line and your foot will get wet. But if you got some, you know, some light rain, none of it are gonna go into the shoe, dissipate into the shoe, and really make your foot wet. So that's the good part about this thing. Besides that, it's basically an Air Max 90. These shoes fit rather snug. I will say that you definitely need to go half a size up, at least for these. I got these in a 9. I'm usually an 8.5. And not even a 9 is kind of tight for me right now. But other than that, I mean, it's an Air Max 90. If you worn any kind of Air Maxes, you know they're pretty comfortable shoes. They're pretty off of the ground, so definitely not a lot of you know, you don't get a lot of feel for what you're stepping on. It basically platform shoes in essence. So you definitely got to be careful with these whenever you're walking in them. These specific ones, like, I like them because they're pretty flat underneath. They do got the rugged kind of waffle combination with some other type of outsole designs, but overall they're pretty flat foot. So you're not going side to side. You're not stumbling every time you take a step. Much like the Nike Air Vapor Max Plus, those you got to be careful with those, man. You can definitely twist an ankle on those. But these are more stable with them, stable whenever you're walking on them, and you know, I really do like them. The materials on the side, you got this leather, this black leather going all across the shoe, with also the gray leather and the darker gray swoosh here on the side, all leather. And then you got these mesh areas, these mesh panels on the back, the heel, and also here in the toe box. Now the toe box does seem like it'll easily get dirty. I mean, this isn't the first time I had a canvas shoe, but the fabric in these, like, you can already kind of tell they're a little dirty. But I believe these were a display shoe. They were the last in this size. And again, you got to take, you know, you got to take your W's with your L's sometimes. I specifically got this shoe because I commute, I bike to work, and I basically commute everywhere. I don't have a car. I by choice, I don't have a car. I don't like driving, so I'm always either taking Ubers, taking the bus, taking the train, cycling to places. And these things are probably going to be my daily beaters when it's definitely one of the best shoes to have if you're going to be walking long periods of time. And hey, how can you go wrong with an OG? You know, such a classic colorway. You know, infrareds are just amazing. It's an amazing color blocking, an amazing color scheme when it comes to OGs. And you know, it really gives me that 80s 90s vibes to them. I just really dig these Air Max. I'm a bigger fan of the Air Max 1s, don't get me wrong. Air Max 90s aren't my favorite in terms of silhouette, but they're still very classic. A lot of the Air Maxes look rather similar, of course, unless you get closer to like the 2000s, you know, the 95s, the 97s. Those aren't very similar to these, but still a great I don't know, just a great silhouette, just very 90s. Very, very classic look. Overall, I like it, man. I think these shoes are gonna, I'm gonna put them through their paces. I'm definitely gonna rock these almost every single day. And again, this is my first Gore-Tex shoe, specifically Gore-Tex Nikes. And I have been eyeing the Gore-Tex Jordan 1s, and I actually just bought them today because they were on sale. I got them for a clean, crisp $100 bill. I got the, I think they're like black and smoke gray. So I'll definitely be doing a review on those. So I'm gonna be taking those out to the mountains and to the lake. I'm going to Big Bear Lake this month. I'm gonna take both of these. Actually, I think I'm gonna take both of these and really run them to the ground and see what, how they fare, to be honest. So we'll see. Got the classic Nike Air in the back. You really can't go wrong whenever there's a Nike Air in the back. You already know this is gonna be a great shoe. So yeah, overall Air Max 90s, great cop. Would you cop these? Do you think these are too different from the OGs? Do you like that they used different materials, different technology on them? Yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you think of this OG colorway for the Air Max 90 Gore-Tex. But folks, you let me know down in the comments below. I've been True Fernie. This has been True Fernie. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs down, because believe it or not, every single bit helps. Links to my socials are down below. Please make sure to follow me on Threads, where I spend most of my waking hours talking about sneakers, talking about sports. I'm watching right now the Euros and Copa America. Mexico let me down. The US let me down. Venezuela let me down, bro. So many teams have let me down, but right now I'm cheering for England. They're not playing the best of football, but still, man, I gotta have a dog in the fight, man, or I get a little bored. I don't want to see the same teams, the same countries win over and over again. And as far as Copa America, I'm rooting for Colombia right now. Shout out to my parceros out there. But yeah, make sure to follow me on Threads, where again, spend most of my waking hours. But also make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, where I upload more of the short form content, really bite-sized content, and where, your support is greatly appreciated. But folks, I've been True Fernie once again. Please take care of each other, but most importantly, take care of yourself. 2.5 weeks, man. 2.5 weeks, and I'll take this shit off. Can't wait, man. I can't wait to ride my bike. Can't wait to go out for a run. Can't wait to work out, man. I can't wait to go play soccer. Can't wait to go play hoops, shoot hoops. I'm losing my mind, bro. I am losing my mind. Anyway, peace.